Look at that. It's very much an unexpected flavor, a burst of flavor as you take a bite into it. My name is Shah. I'm a landscape photographer, passionate adventurer, mountain biker, and a devoted conservationist. A few years ago, my freedom and independence was nearly taken away from doing what I love by becoming a carer for my special needs son. Since then, I've doubled the stakes of my mission to make nature and the outdoors an inseparable and fundamental part of every family. This has now become my project. Hello and welcome to this Sunday's episode of the Shah project. Today we're going to cook up a very simple meal, but it's a mean meal, full of energy, full of carbs, a little bit of protein, lovely stuff, especially when you come off the hiking trail and want something to eat. It's very quick to make, it's simple to make, it's quick to make, but it is filling. We're currently in the lay-by right now, parked up. Just come back from the hike, and I thought I'm going to make a meal, have some food here before heading back. So today's campsite meal is halloumi and asparagus wraps, and it involves some wholemeal tortillas that you see right there. We've got some halloumi that we're going to cook up. Of course, we've got some asparagus to go into the tortilla wraps, and we've got some spring onions, which will make it a little bit crunchy, but absolutely amazing in terms of flavor. In terms of what goes with it, we're going to cook it up in some olive oil. We're going to spice it up with a little bit of steak seasoning, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and the sauce is actually tartar sauce. You might be thinking, tartar sauce? Yeah, it goes really well with this. I have pre-washed the asparagus and the spring onion, and to start off with, all we're going to do is take the ends of the asparagus, because they're probably a bit too hard at the end. Take off a little bit of the spring onion. What we're going to do is cut the spring onion in half, just long ways in half. Get it nice and hot. Because I don't want to use any oil with the halloumi to cook it, it has to be cooked first, and the pan needs to be really hot. Well, I don't know if you guys can tell from my past recipes, they've all been vegetarian, and that's because I am vegetarian. I used to eat meat, but I stopped, well, in January it's going to be 4 years, and both my wife and I decided for several reasons that we are going to try being vegetarian for a month, and then went on to 2 months, 3 months, and now it's coming up to 4 years. We do enjoy it. We get all the minerals, vitamins that we need. I find that being vegetarian hasn't hampered my cycling or my hiking or anything in terms of energy levels and stamina and just being upbeat and uplifted. Being vegetarian has had its benefits, and my wife and I are thoroughly enjoying it. Just shuffle it around a little bit so that it doesn't stick to the pan. He's very tired from the hike we had earlier. Right, these are done, so I'm going to take them off. Cooked perfectly on both sides. Still nice and moist on the inside and charred on the outside. Let's add a little bit of oil. I would say that's probably 2 tablespoons. Asparagus in first. Because that will take longer to cook than the spring onions.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What's outside? What are you looking at?
Because these asparagus are quite thin, it doesn't take long to cook. You can see they're already softening and charring. I do want to keep them a little bit crispy, so I'm not going to overcook them. And in go the spring onion. Add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, then a little bit of the steak seasoning. Again, I'm not going to overcook the spring onions because I do want a crunch in the halloumi wrap. I would say you would cook both of these 5 minutes and they should be ready. So a lot of people have got in touch with me and messaged me and said, what is this? Well, it is salt and pepper, but it's very small. You put salt in there, pepper in one side, and it closes up so it doesn't spill. And to open it, it's literally there. But it's absolutely fantastic for when you go bike packing or when you go backpacking, simply camping out in the wild and you don't want to carry tons of stuff. This is amazing. I love it. My wife has said, get a proper grinder. If you're going to do these videos, get a proper grinder, just because it's a lot better. Which is true, but I am campsite cooking, so there you go. Okay, these are going good. These are ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the halloumi back in there just to warm it up. Not to cook, but just to warm it up. Tartar sauce, put a little layer on it. Oh, yes. Look at that. There you go. That's it. A beautiful, beautiful halloumi and asparagus wrap with spring onions and a bit of tartar sauce. This is good. This is good. I can smell it, that's how I know. Very nice. Look at that. It's very much an unexpected flavor, a burst of flavor as you take a bite into it, and everything blends in very well. It's a nice warm wrap and I'm really enjoying it. One bite and it's taken me somewhere very special. This is my version of the halloumi and asparagus wrap, along with some spring onions and some tartar sauce. Absolutely yummy. This is something you can make at home for the kids, for the family, something very simple and quick, or something you can make on a campsite when you're out in nature and hiking and biking and doing whatever you are. Because I tell you what, this is filling and this is tasty. Please support the channel by clicking the subscribe button up here or down here. Like this video down below if you enjoy what you see. Leave me a comment, let me know what do you think, and I will see you out and about. Mac will also see you out and about.